Hi everybody in YouTube land, this is Michael Zingara, and today I'm going to show you some dollar store finds and talk about a special store that you guys can order from here in Chicago. I was looking for some dog miniatures and different animals for the Frostgrave game, and I hit a jackpot. You guys aren't going to believe these. So basically, here, let me get a Games Workshop guy out in the picture. That way you guys can look at for a size comparison. Alright, so what these are war dogs, and some of these are kind of bulky, which I think will work fine for my dwarf war bands. And some I might not use at all, just take back to the store. But basically, there's different species of dogs. Go through them, and they're painted up already. Some of these I'll probably repaint. A couple of them I might leave on their own. Like this Spuds McKenzie dog. Basically, I'll probably repaint him. Make him like a blue healer color. Now for my Dwarven Warbands, here's an oversized, creepy-looking pug, and I think that'd be kind of cool. They got bulldog-esque looking guys. And the detail on here is spectacular. That's why I'm really hip to repaint these. And then another breed that could be a dwarven war dog is this corgi-looking thing. So, and there's another dog that probably needs to be repainted because he just looks too friendly. And then they got wild dogs, and this was part of the farm toy lines. These are kind of like coyote mangy looking things. These definitely will need a repaint. But there's enough texture on there to do it. So I ended up getting 4 of those. And then here's one of the better painted dogs. Okay, and I was able to pick these up all for under $1. They ranged anywhere from 50 cents to 80 cents. So you got that. I was able to find some monsters. Here's a really cool giant rat. Fortunately, I only had one of those. Then I found some cheapy plastic ones. They're made out of rubber, but they're solid, so I'll see how those paint out. And then I found a small bear. But she's, like, I would paint him up like a black bear. Okay. And those were all really good finds. None of this stuff was expensive at all. And, even looking at the Reaper lines, I was kind of disappointed with the figures that they had. And then I bought a sample of kind of like farm animals. There's a mountain goat. All right. So those are pretty good in scale. So those were really nice. And then thinking ahead to when we end up probably a year or two from now and end up playing the ghost or our pet the Frostgrave that's on a island. I was able to find this really nice lizard miniature for under $1. Something like that. You can paint it up how you want it. And basically, I also found these frogs that need a paint job. So those were all pretty cool. I also found, and these are where I was super happy. I think these are about $1.25. Bone undead type dinosaurs. So they look a lot better than they do under the camera. far as like detail, I think just a nice brown wash would bring those to life. Maybe darken the eye sockets. So we got that one. Was able to find a version of I'm not real hip on my dinosaur names, but that's kind of like a Triceratops. All right, so that's kind of cool. And these are all from this one store that I'm going to talk about. And I brought the store's catalog. There's another really good looking dinosaur. And, you know, crap, anytime you can get a miniature for that cheap, it's awesome. Okay, so all of these, I want to show my best find. I was going to save this to last, but, boy, I can't even, he's so big I can't even get him all on the thing, but he's a two-headed Drake miniature. He's painted up really nice. You know, something this at Michael's would cost like $10. If you're buying a comparable model at the hobby store, you'd spend $15. I paid $2 for this guy. So he'll be fun to paint up. He has loads of texture on him. The detail's spectacular. Stands up great. He's big, but he's not so giant that he wouldn't present a challenge. Let's see. So that's kind of what he looks like right there. So that's pretty neat. They had 2 or 3 other models, but you know, I'm in no hurry to spend a lot of money. So where all these great miniatures came from is a store that's truly unique to Chicago. I brought the catalog, and it's called the American Science Surplus Catalog. You can look at their stuff from scienceplus.com. I request a catalog to be sent to your address. This is the most weird store you've ever been to. Basically, what the great thing is, you can get magnets for cheap for those type of things. And it's not like a highfalutin catalog. It's pretty primitive. But let me read the table of contents. I got from page 3 to 12, it's under $4 bargains. They got adult and kids toys from 12 to 15. An arts and crafts section, batteries and power, communications, electronics, containers, electric parts and switches, drives and wheels, hardware, house and garden, kits and models, lab supplies and equipment, lamp sockets, wiring, materials and magnets, which is pretty awesome for the gamer. Be able to get balsa wood dolls, magnets, popsicle sticks, craft sticks, anything your heart desires. There's military surplus, motors, blowers, and pumps, office supplies, optics, and lenses. That's where I get my magic eye for painting. And then out and about, which is like survival gear, school and book items, then tool and rotary tools. They have, bar none, probably the cheapest kits and bits and supplies for your rotary tool. So I was able to find all this great stuff right there at this American Scientific Store. If you're in Chicago, definitely it's on the north side. Visit it. It's a fun place to take the kids. Hell, even my parents who are farmers go there because they find all kinds of specialty tools and wrenches and stuff that they can't find anyplace else. Now, after I went there, I stopped into a Dollar Tree, and this is probably more accessible. We're going to do an unboxing. I was able to pick up for $1 10-piece miniature kit. It's dogs and cats. It's kind of what it looks like. They're all pretty much the same, and I'm going to empty the contents, and we'll see what's usable for $1. Because I'm going to take some of these other dogs back if these are really good, or I might end up doing contests. I'm still thinking if I'm going to offer a warband for X amount of subscribers. So let's see how these are. Now, just looking at it, the dogs look pretty decent. The cats look like they're out of scale, which I don't care. I'm more interested in the dogs. Yeah, here's a house cat that's kind of crazy and big. I guess you'd use that for a statue. Here's an Irish setter dog. There's some mold lines that you're going to take care of, but still not bad considering Reaper Wolf costs like $3. So, you're paying a dime a piece. Here's kind of a collie. He'd work fine. So we got him. Here's another cat. He's setting up. This will make a nice statue. So, it's not wasted money. Here's the same figure in different shade. Let's see, we got another cat we can use as a statue. Oh, that's kind of cool. There's a type of hound. He's got bad mold lines. We'll see how he shaves down. But that's another well-spent dime. This guy looks like a warhound. Short haired, kind of like a pit bull kind of a thing. Intimidating. We'll shave him down. You can get these at Dollar Tree. And then there's another hound. Looks like a big skinny Rottweiler. So that's another one you could use. Here's kind of a fluffy, fancy dog for all you elf players out there. So, all in all, pretty darn good haul. Quite a nice selection of dogs. I'm going to say it now. Basically, if I hit 150 subscribers, I'm going to paint up a Dwarven Warband, and we'll do a video that basically says, I'll give you keywords to put into the comment line and feature the warband painted and stuff like that. It'll be a nice milestone for the my channel, and I'll ship it out to you guys. It's going to be a Dwarven Warband, something interesting, and I think it'd be a nice thing to do for the station. Alright, so basically all these will work for D&D or statues, or for Frostgraves, what I bought them for. A war dog, I believe, is 10 gold coins, so it's nice to have. If a lot of your war band dies, you need to fill out some troops for cheap. It's nice to do. It's nice to have the miniatures to do it when you need it. So, there's one miniature that I didn't show that I wanted to show. This is going to save me $8. You need a snow lynx, and you see the fur hanging off of his belly and stuff like that. This miniature will totally work great. I was hoping some of the more other cat miniatures would have worked, but this will work as a lynx no problem. And that came from the American Scientific Surplus store. So basically that's the episode. Like and subscribe. Not time for the begging part. If you have miniatures that you no longer love, need, want, don't want to paint, don't want to use, please donate them to the station. Basically, I'm going to use these to run games for tweeners and young teenagers at our community center. If you'd like to send the miniatures and box them up, I'd be happy to pay to get them sent to Chicago. And I want to thank everybody. I've already got one pledge already from one guy. Basically, I'll paint up these miniatures, or you can send painted miniatures. But basically, I'll feature them on the end of one of our shows. Feature your name, because you're a nice guy if you do this, or a nice gal. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you. Please like and subscribe and share my videos. And may the dice be with you.